Welcome to our sim racing focused edit of Gamescom 2024, where we're going to edit all the best parts of our insane tour to focus specifically on the sim racing content that can be found at Gamescom. Yes, for those of you that can't be bothered to watch all the content of the full tour video, you can check that video out if you want to. For those of you that just want to watch sim racing content, you can watch this video instead. I've done the work, so you don't have to. Gamescom 2024, let's go. But first of all, a message from this video's sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Antline Audio's new Mod Mic. The Mod Mic is the only high quality microphone that you can easily attach to any pair of headphones, allowing you to enjoy the audio quality you prefer whilst delivering crystal clear voice communication and recording. I've used the Mod Mic for over 4 years and absolutely love them. I think you will too. For more information, check out the link in the video description.
Here we go, guys, here it is. Here's the glorious Mosa booth. This is where it really happens. Forget all those silly games that no one cares about. We have the real deal here. And Mosa have brought with them some special equipment in the form of their new force feedback joystick. We come around here. So they've got this new force feedback joystick, which is I think about 7 Newton meters, customizable. They're playing it with DCS here. We've had a go on this. We'll have a separate video about this joystick, so look out for that on the channel if you want to get more detail on this. But absolutely fantastic to see force feedback joysticks coming back. Mosa also have pedals for rudder pedals, and then they've also got the this HOTAS. And I have to say, after having a go on it, it really does actually feel really quite nice. And I think this is going to put a lot of pressure on Thrustmaster, Virpil, and all the other companies that do flight sim equipment. As you can see, Mosa also they're using the 49-inch monitors, got nice OLED displays. Let's go through their equipment here. So we've got the HOTAS hand controller with the additional stuff on it, all the buttons. It does feel really nice and solid. I think, honestly, having fiddled with this a little bit, I think it might actually, they might have actually just dunked on Thrustmaster with the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog, which is what I currently have in my rig, so we might be replacing that very soon indeed. Here's a close-up of the force feedback joystick. As you can see, it's a right chonkus. Also, the sticks themselves are replaceable, so you can swap them over. They use the same quick release system that Thrustmaster stuff uses. So, and they've also got an extension on this. So if you do helicopter games and flying games, you can get that extra fine adjustment. So they really are properly going into the force feedback space and the force feedback joystick space. It's going to be really interesting to see where they take the software with that. What else do we have here? We've got the traditional Mosa wheelbases, the R3, the R5, the R9, the R12, and the R number basically correlates to the maximum Newton meters of torque. Otherwise, they could have just called it the Mosa 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but it helps you understand the sort of strength, the R number. So we currently have the R12 on our sim rig at the moment. We've also got these CRP2 pedals and their original SRP light pedals here, which is awesome to see. And what else have we got? Anything else new from Mosa? We've got the multi-function stalk, which of course people are going to be using with their lorry wheels. So absolutely fantastic to see that. And there's the lorry rim, this TSW truck steering wheel, which has proven to be very popular and really nice to see. And that's what I like about Mosa, is they're going absolutely crazy with the peripherals. They're just going all in. They're like, oh well, we do H pattern, we do sequential, we do handbrake, we now do force feedback joysticks, we now do joystick attachments, we now do extensions. And at this Gamescom, for the first time, they are showing off their new Mosa Racing haptic pedal, which I'm led to believe should function reasonably similar to the Simucube active pedal, with you being able to position the pedal forwards and backwards, choose resistance, choose the general feel of it. Of course, this is absolutely brand new at the moment, so they probably have quite a bit to do with the software, and it does operate slightly different from the Simucube active pedal. So I haven't had a chance to properly try this out yet, but it'll be really interesting to see what they do with this pedal, and also really interested to see the competition that brings to the sim racing space. And I think it's great news. The more competition and the lower the prices, the more equipment that's available, and the more fancy equipment that more of us will be able to use, which is really cool. And we have a guy driving into a wall on that sim rig. But yeah, the Mosa Booth, absolutely massive. This is probably twice the size than it was last year, so shows you that Mosa are growing very quickly indeed. Let's just have a quick look at their wheel rims. They've got the new Porsche wheel rim, actually, almost missed that. So this is from the well, great reflection here. Not sure how clearly you'll be able to see that. There you go, kind of. You can kind of see it. It's the new Porsche Mission R wheel rim, licensed. It's an interesting one. I've not had a chance to use it. I think it's a bit of an odd choice to go with the Mission R wheel, because it's not the most popular car on iRacing or in general in sim racing. However, I do think what is interesting is that because it's quite a unique and very different wheel rim to anything else, it shows that Mosa are basically capable of producing anything. And from my experience of the Mosa wheel rims, there's some wheel rims over here, from my experience of them, they feel really good quality. And whether it's the like the Mosa ES wheel here, or even the higher end wheels, so we've got the FSR wheel, we've got that at home, and the Mosa GS, it doesn't really matter. Even like the CS wheel, this is a slightly V2P, they've gradually been updating them, but even from the most basic wheel rim to their more expensive and crazy wheel rims, which were completely not inspired by other companies' types of wheel rims, but the going through them all, they all feel absolutely fantastic. And again, a big thing for me, so this is a KS wheel actually, there we go, this is a great example. A big thing for me is that it's nice that you can buy something like the KS wheel using the Game & Muscle Mosa affiliate link, for example, and you don't have to break the bank, and yet you have something that feels absolutely bloody fantastic. This KS wheel genuinely feels like a real race car steering wheel. It's super solid, even at 12 plus Newton meters, feels great. The buttons rattle a little bit, but the feel of it is absolutely superb for the price. So that's what I really like to see. Affordable, awesome equipment that anyone can access. Sim racing should not be just for the super wealthy or idiot YouTubers that get equipment sent to them. So it's really nice to see them bringing more stuff to the market for affordable prices. But that is a quick rundown of the Mosa booth. What an epic showing at Gamescom. As I say, we'll have videos on the specific stuff there, so look out for those. But what a bonanza of sim racing there. What we found here, yes, is more sim racing content. Oh, here we go. Gamescom is delivering. The Mosa booth, say, was bigger than last year, and I have seen more sim rigs and more sim racing equipment than we've had in the past. So let's just squeeze in here. So we have Flashfire. I've not seen this company before. They do force feedback racing wheels. We'll have to ask them. Well, they're also doing joysticks and a HOTAS. Look at this. Is this a force feedback joystick? No, probably not. No, they're just standard USB joysticks. This feels a bit feels a bit tacky, to be honest, but maybe it's good enough to actually get you into things. Like maybe it works good enough that you can have a fun time with it. It'd be really interesting to actually go through a lot of these joysticks and compare them side by side. Years ago, it was one of the earlier videos we did on the channel. You can go back and watch that if you have nothing else better to do with your time. We compared like 3 or 4 of the main joysticks available. Probably a more time-consuming video now because there's billions of joysticks available. Nice that it's got all the different adjustment options on it. Oh, the buttons feel quite nice. Yeah, pretty decent basic feel, depends on the price of it. We have a very basic force feedback wheel and a H pattern, and then we have a DD motor. These look like they might be rebranded. Actually, it looks very similar to the PSXN motors. We've got some pedals here, load cell, elastonomers, basic sort of configuration. So again, this looks like it's more on the sort of budget side. These look like they're inspired by a certain Dutch company, but who knows? We'll have a little. Let's have a little touch here. Yeah, so they very stiff. Oh, maybe we'll have to have a go on these later. I've not tried any of this, so maybe we'll do a separate video on this. So look out for that. But they've got some wheelbases there. They've got some pedals, and they're on Gran Turismo. Yeah, they're playing Gran Turismo. So it looks like they've got PlayStation 5 support, and they've got Xbox support. So, and there's their flight stuff there. So we'll tell you what, guys. We'll have to come back to this booth and have a more in-depth look at their equipment. Do any of you speak English? Yes. Can you tell me very quickly what it is that you do?
Our main product is wheel, racing wheel. So yeah, we got a force feedback and a direct driver. Yeah. So many game console can use. Yeah.
And are you new to the market? How long have you been making wheels and equipment for?
Excuse me?
How long have you been doing the wheels for? Are you new?
30 years.
13?
30.
But you have direct drive wheels? Are they new?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have new wheels for this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
new model.
yeah.
Okay.
So we are a Taiwan's company, Taiwan's brand, our own brand. We are from Taiwan.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Nice to meet you. I'll come back later and hopefully do some more videos.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye bye.
Awesome, very nice and friendly guys there. So that's Flashfire. I'm not sure what rigs they're using. They kind of look a bit like the track racer rigs, but and then they've got another rig over there. Don't know if they're like more custom rigs. That's interesting to see. Oh my goodness, it is the PXN booth with a nice little bit of a queue around it, a much smaller booth than the Mosa booth, but they've got plenty of stuff on display. PXN do non-force feedback wheelbases, they do gamepads, they do shifters, they do arcade sticks. Let's come through here. So they've got arcade sticks down here, and then of course they have their Xbox compatible DD motor. I'm not going to film that because there's a child on it, but these are sort of entry level, much more on the cheaper side of direct drive wheelbases that you can actually get these on Amazon. And their pedals, but they're much more on the sort of budget side of things. Let's go around the back here. Hello.
It's for Gamer Muscle.
Oh, she knows who we are.
Yes, I know you.
Okay. What are you showing off today?
We show off our V12 This is a new product will be released in the end of this year, and it has the button light with the each button. You can sort it, and we will have our control box maybe in this month or next month. Will be released on our website or our official store.
Okay, so that
Yes.
button box is a brand new.
Button box, yes.
That's a brand new product.
Yes.
And can you buy the button box on Amazon?
Maybe this year, this month or next month.
Okay, cool. Let's have a little close up of the. So that's brand new. The button box there is brand new. That could actually be really interesting, and maybe. Oh.
Yes. I'm not sure because it's not on sale yet.
Okay.
But I will check later for our managers.
Okay, cool. So they've got a new. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for talking.
Also, can you give you?
Oh, okay.
Because I follow you for a long while.
Oh, thank you very much. I will come back later.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We'll come back later. So they've got a new button box. They've got a new wheelbase, and we'll have to jump on and give that a go. But as I say, I think PXN are more operating on the sort of budget side of stuff. That'll be interesting. I think the button box in particular is going to stand out for a lot of people. But look at this. We have some more sim racing, guys. We have here the ADAC WRC booth, absolutely glorious. We have some rally cars. We have a Hyundai. These cars are absolute beasts. They're basically, nowadays, modern rally cars drive like Formula cars but on dirt. They're so pointy and pokey, it's absolutely mental. If you play like WRC, Dirt Rally, Richard Burns Rally, which of course is still the best rally game, or even Assetto Corsa with mods, you can experience how insane these cars are, and you sort of think, oh, it's a bit arcadey. No, these cars in real life are mental. We have a legend doing commentary here, Michael from Overtake. He's focused on the commentary. He's been roped in to WRC. Look at this, an absolute professional, a professional operating the microphone. He's going to have no voice by the end of this show. We have here some Fanatec CSL DDs. We've got some Fanatec V3 pedals. I personally, though these pedals are fine, I personally actually prefer the CSL V2 pedals. I really like how they feel, and I did have some Fanatec V2 pedals actually, and we have V3 pedals, and the CSL V2s, though cheaper, I just found they work really, really well, and they just feel really great. But that's awesome to see. Again, look at the queue and the amount of people that have been drawn to this booth for the racing games, and also crucially, it's rally. Even though, in my opinion, rally is obviously the pinnacle of motorsport. I mean, that's not an opinion. That's an objective fact. Rally is the ultimate form of motorsport. Unfortunately, it doesn't, it's not as popular as Formula One, which is just a pitiful attempt at motorsport. So great to see a huge queue for people wanting to take part, jump on the rigs, and get sucked into the world of rally driving and sim racing. Really good to see here. We've got another rally car here. See Opel. Yes, it is. So the electric rally cup. This has been really. I've never actually seen these. I've not seen them in a sim either. It'd be really awesome to actually drive one of those or see one in real life. How's it going? How you doing? What are you showing off here? You can tell us quickly. 30 seconds.
Russ, what you need?
What are you doing?
I'm the moderator of this DTM grandstand.
And how's it going?
The people are great. They are really fast. They are fully emotional with the racing we are making against each other. 4 drivers racing every 2 hours. It's nice.
So on one side, on the left, we have the rally on the left, WRC, and then on the right we have the DTM. In your opinion, which is better, rally or DTM?
I'm the road course guy.
Okay.
I'm more road, but WRC is really challenging, and this is more competitive each other.
And you're with RaceRoom. You do RaceRoom?
Yes, right. I'm from RaceRoom, event manager.
Sorry?
I'm event manager from RaceRoom.
Okay. And in your view, rally or track racing?
It's a different type of driving.
Come on, you've got to
No,
pick
it's
one.
really.
You have to pick one.
No. It's a different type of driving. You can choose both of them. It makes so much fun to drive rally car. It's so much fun driving touring car.
So rallycross.
Also very nice. I love to drive.
He won't pick one, but awesome. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for chatting with us. So we've got the DTM stuff over here, and they're using the RaceRoom events to sign up, and then they've got a competition for hot laps and timing. So they've got the RaceRoom rigs here running DTM. Of course, RaceRoom has a huge update that's coming out very soon, which is going to have the latest DTM cars. They're going to have 90s DTM. Well, they've already got 2 90s DTM cars if you already played RaceRoom, but the 1995 DTM cars are going to be added to it. So it's going to have a full DTM selection. That's to celebrate 1 billion years of DTM. I'm not sure how many years, but that is actually going to be a really interesting update to see. I think it's coming out in September, early September. You can see on these rigs they've got the housing valve pedals, they've got a OSW direct drive wheel, and then they've got the Asher Racing GT or Formula rim on there. Absolutely fantastic kit, and of course RaceRoom also has really good force feedback. They've done a really good job on it. Of course, when you buy one of these rigs, you also get a nice woman to help you put your rig together. Included in the box with the rig. I don't know how they managed to keep them alive, but that's RaceRoom. That's surprising that RaceRoom isn't more popular, but you know what sim racers are like. So there's a nice AMG GT3 car. I say GT3, DTM car. Obviously it's a DTM car, but DTM is basically GT3.
What's your YouTube?
That's Game of Muscle.
Huh?
Game of Muscle.
Game of
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Remember, yeah.
I'll come back later.
Okay.
Right. So that is the DTM and WRC rally booth. What an absolute stonkus of a booth. And again, as I say, really good to see a massive sim racing presence. I'm going to have to go right into this booth to get a full view of the ADAC DTM WRC booth there. But that is pretty impressive, and I think those monitors probably 300 inches or so pretty good for your starter basic sim rig setup. I also like the pillars that they've got here with huge LCD screens on them. I could do with these in my basement. Absolutely great. Good that, again, you can just jump in, take part, do hot laps, win prizes, experience the games. Really, really good high-end sim racing equipment as well for you to try out. Already, there is more sim racing stuff here compared to last year. And now we have ourselves the Logitech G booth with a full Logitech rig and play seat. Let's ask them what they're doing. How's it going? What are you guys showing off here?
So we're part of a research lab based out of University of Limerick in Ireland, and we're partnering with Logitech G. We're doing basically esports science experiments. So we're doing a number of different projects at the minute, but stuff around biomechanics in gaming, around tilt and stress in gaming. We're doing stuff with research on peripherals. We're doing stuff with sim racing, cognition in gaming. So really the whole spectrum.
Okay, so you can confirm if it's true the rumor that sim racers suffer from very low cognition.
We'll be able to confirm or deny that in a few months' time for you. Sure, yeah.
Okay, awesome. And so, what special equipment are you using? I see you've got the Logitech Direct Drive wheel and the Logitech Pro pedals. Do you use like eye trackers?
Yeah. So if you see the little those markers on the side of the monitor there, so they're actually being used to calibrate the eye tracker that people are going to wear while they're doing their sim racing. We've got a biomechanics set up there, so we're doing kind of motion capture, accelerometers. We've got heart rate variability and those sorts of metrics in the back there. And then we've got a number of kind of validated cognitive tests that we're doing as well. So yeah, loads of different things.
And are you doing research at this event as well right now?
Yeah, so basically we're recruiting gamers, so women gamers in particular, because a lot of the science out there actually, it's all done on male samples, so we actually know very little about women gamers, so we're specifically recruiting a lot of women gamers. So if you are advertising this, yeah, we're looking for girls and women to come to the booth.
Well,
yeah.
My channel is pretty renowned for having probably 80, 90, 95% female viewerships. And I'm not lying at all. Right, so yeah, awesome. That's Placey, Logitech. What's the name of the research group?
LERO. It's the Esports Science Research Lab based out of the University of Limerick.
And what would someone search for if they wanted to get involved in it?
If you searched Logitech G Esports, but also if you searched LERO Esports Science Research Lab, you'll get us. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time and putting up with us. Appreciate it. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Awesome. So there you go, guys. You can get all sciencey, and if you are of the female variety, that's what they're looking for, so they can steal your biological metrics and then use it for totally normal purposes. I trust all companies with my data, by biometrics. I don't question it anymore. That data, unfortunately, just every time they plug it into the computer, a tea bag appears. But you know, that's good. That's fine. Why not? So, hang on a minute. We have here some more sim rigs. We have some RaceRoom rigs here. Just so they're again more RaceRoom competition stuff going on. I think they've got the Helsingvale pedals. It's the same rigs that they had on the other booth. Absolutely fantastic stuff. More RaceRoom in action. And it's worth saying actually, so they use this control board here on the tablet, and that makes it really easy for them to put in the people's details, their email address, and then they can send extra promotional details to them. But it also, when they type in their details on here, it assigns them a sim rig and it automates it. It makes it a lot more simple for live events, which is really cool. And one of the sort of more streamlined aspects of RaceRoom, which is why if you come to trade shows and events, you actually find quite a lot of these RaceRoom rigs. I think it's easy for those of us that do sim racing at home. You obviously see the general, the home consumer side of sim racing, but there is actually quite a substantial component to sim racing that's for like events and promotion and marketing, and that is how some companies actually make a surprising amount of money. And so then you see stuff at events that you might not see as much at home, and you're like, oh, that's a surprise. Right, that's enough PC nerding. We have here another racing game, absolutely fantastic. We have the Japanese Drift Masters JDM game, and on display they have a Mazda RX-7 kitted out, modded up, ready for some sideways driving. As you guys know, a big rear wing is mandatory for drifting. Of course, you want a lot of downforce when drifting, obviously. Maybe it's just there because it looks cool. I'll be honest, I prefer MX-5s myself, but that does look absolutely gorgeous as far as cars go. The guy sat in there currently is your typical. He's wearing typical clothing of a race driver there. Safety first. You want to have your face mask on in case you crash, and he's using telekinesis to drive the vehicle. It's very advanced stuff. I'm going to put you guys in the car. You ready? I'm going to put you in there. Struggling to get out. Capes and Mazdas do not go together very well. Here you go, guys. Views from inside. The hood is up, so you can imagine that you've drifted yourself into a wall. But look at that wood wheel rim. When Mosa, Fanatec, Acertec, Simucube, when are you doing a wood drift wheel? Oh dear. I mean, really, it's a very special look to this. But fair play to the guy. I think this is the guy's. This is your car, right?
Yeah.
Could I ask you some questions quickly, or can you give us a quick rundown of what happened, what went wrong in your life?
Of course, but for first I must say sorry for my shitty English.
I don't. Where do you languages you speak?
Polish.
I don't speak any Polish, so
I understand.
Thanks for trying English. I really appreciate it. So, what's the big standout features that you've done to the car?
I bought this car as a rolling shell without any drivetrain, any engine, any interior. It was bare shell. The most controversial and the most difficult mod in this car is the engine. It's the BMW 3-liter diesel. It's probably the only one RX-7 FD in the world with the diesel engine. Of course, if it has new COS body kit, new work wheels, coilovers, new paint job, interior made from scratch, new seats, new steering wheel, any parts of the dash, center console are bought from eBay because this car has absolutely nothing in the interior. It took me 2 years to build this car and it was finished about a month ago. It will be my drift car for the next season, but for now I'm going to the shows with it, so it must look as much perfect as possible. That's because I'm not driving it now. Because, you know, it's drifting. It's a very beating up kart discipline.
So, presumably, when you're drifting, if you're pushing the limits, you're going to be hitting some...
Yeah,
So will you have different bits of bodywork for when you're competing with it, or will you just leave it?
No, I have a different car for the training and the beater car, as I name it. My second car is a Lexus 2.5 liter V6, second generation of the Lexus IS. I brought it from the UK because you have very cheap Lexus in the UK.
Awesome. And so, do you have a YouTube channel or place where we can watch you driving cars sideways?
I don't have a YouTube channel, but I post really much on my Instagram. You can follow me on the Banana Boy.
Banana Boy. Wait, hang on. Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have a nice day.
Take care. There you go, guys, from the man himself that's gone far too far with his drift car. But it's, I mean, 2 years, I think he said, of putting stuff together from eBay. Crazy. That's dedication to building a vehicle. So here's JDM. So what they have here on this booth is they've got an arcade controller version of the game, or a booth set up with the Xbox controller. I think this is on Xbox and PC at the moment. I don't know if they're going to do a PlayStation, but then they've got some rigs set up with I'm not sure what wheelbase they're using. They've got a Mosa wheelbase, so they've got the Mosa KS wheel rim, I think, but with a sticker on it. That was throwing me for a loop there. But from what I know about this game, it's more sort of it's more on the more accessible arcade side of things. So a mixture of sim and arcade. So the focus, obviously, of doing crazy drifting. I'd imagine, I get the impression that this is probably inspired a bit by games like Initial D, and I'll be interested to try it out. We're going to have to jump on and give it a go, but it's nice. You've got another 3 sim rigs here with them demoing the game, and I think it's also really nice that you have the ability to also play with a gamepad, and so bridging that gap between your sort of hardcore simulator and arcade game. And fair play to them for having support of a force feedback wheel and pedal sets. That has been a big problem in the past, where you would have the more arcade racing games, but they just wouldn't support the different equipment. So this could be a gateway into sim racing. They're using the Mosa handbrake, that makes sense, and the H pattern. We've got some younger players on there playing absolutely fantastic. Again, ruining their lives by getting them engrossed into the seedy world of sim racing. But that is a pretty spectacular booth, so seems like they're doing pretty well for themselves, and they are doing a big show in here. We've got a little cube there. I think we might try and get an interview with these guys later on so we can get some exclusive information about it. As I say, though my focus is on like hardcore racing simulators and the ultra realistic stuff, I think it is really nice to try some of the more arcadey stuff, and I really like that they have the gamepad and wheel support, getting more people into the land of sim racing, which is fantastic. So we have here the other side of the Corsia booth, and we see some more monitor. They've got some monitor stands, some microphone stands. This would be like the Elgato stuff here, actually. We've got the Elgato microphone, the new I don't know what it's called, the sort of new Stream Deck, and they've added a lot more features into it. So you've got the Stream Deck buttons at the top, and then you've got rotary dials, and then you've got the full the Wave XLR to plug your XLR microphone into. Really nice streamlined way. I'm not sure. I'd say I currently use the Go XLR, which I really like, but well, they just did a software update recently, but that company's sort of not really producing them anymore. I don't know if I would move to this over the Go XLR, maybe in the future, or maybe something else. I don't know, but I can see how this could be a really good solution for people that want to have everything integrated. The nice thing with the Stream Deck and Elgato is that you can control the lights, your LED stuff, your microphone, and it's all integrated. And as I say, the Stream Deck is fantastic to use as a general button box. I think we have 3 on our sim rig at the moment and use it for controlling everything, which is really, really handy. And if you just want a button box, here we go, it's a standard Stream Deck. These smaller Stream Decks just plug into USB and let you do whatever you want, and you can macros, specific Twitch controls, scene controllers, OBS controls, anything you can imagine is possible with that. Really, really good product. A little bit pricey, it would seem on the face of it, but it works. And there's a larger one here. This is the Stream Deck, full-size Stream Deck. So yeah, it's a really handy button box to use. Despite its price, I've found it's actually worth its price. It pays for itself in utility. But look what we just noticed over here, guys. Redeeming Gamescom yet again. We have here the new Corsia sim rigs, which is absolutely fantastic. It's the first time we've seen these in public, I believe. And see here, they've gone for a tubular construction on these. At the moment, I think they've got a white one and a black one. Maybe they'll do different colours in the future, but quite large rigs, but look absolutely tankish. We've got a Fanatec DD Plus on this, and the rig is not moving despite this guy driving into everyone. What's I think quite interesting with this is, you see here we've got these quick releases, so you can move the wheel tray can go forwards and backwards, and you can then adjust your wheel into exactly the right position and then lock it down. I think you can also do tilt on here as well, so you can get your wheel dialed right in. And with these brackets, you can do it whilst you're sat in the seat, which is something that's often missing from simulators. I think it'd be really interesting to see if they offer some kind of more quick release solution, so that if you had like a wheelbase quick release, so that if you had a wheelbase on it, but you also had a flight yoke, for example, or even maybe a joystick with some adapter down the bottom, you could easily go from flight sim to driving sim. I've not seen that available as a solution, and I could actually see that potentially working with this due to how the wheel trays are arranged quite differently to other sim rigs. Also, check this out, on the pedal tray they have inverted pedals on this, so you can have your standard pedal arrangement, or you can mount your inverteds on it. This seems to be using the Fanatec inverted pedals on here. I think they're mounted onto a bracket that is then tied to the base, which is very hard to get on camera, but yeah, it looks like there's going to be loads of different options on this. So you can see here we also have there's a PC mounting tray, and they've put PS5 on that here because it's using Gran Turismo. But I think got oh, here we go. So we've got the basic frame here. In fact, you can actually see there, you can see the framework where you'd be able to mount your inverted pedals onto that if you wanted to. So you've got the basic frame, and then they also do a absolutely huge monitor mount on here, which allows you to put, you see we've got curved screens on this, or you can go for triple 55-inch screens, and that monitor mount is completely separate to the rig but hugs onto the rig very closely. But as you can see, I think they really thought about it to isolate the movement from the wheel to the monitors. You notice a lot of these rigs with the monitor stands that are that close to it, the monitors tend to wobble about, but this is absolutely rock solid. Also, this one has these little wings attached to it, which at the moment don't have button boxes on, but if you look there, you can see it's got the sort of the hole in the rail for what you'd normally find on T-slot solutions. So you'll be able to mount button boxes to the edge of that and customize it how you want. I believe there's also side rails as well, so you can put gear sticks and things on it. Absolutely crazy sim rig. One of the larger rigs out there. I have to say, I am definitely more on the sort of, I like the tiny T-slot sim rigs, but I think if you want a more shapely rig, this looks like it's a super solid tubular rig, and I can see where there's potential for also people placing branding and other solutions on this, especially for events. And it looks like it's reasonably accessible to get in and out of while still being really solid. So one of the other issues that you have with a lot of these rigs at trade shows is they're quite hard to get in and out of, and the ones that are more open tend to be less rigid. But going by the general look of this, it looks pretty damn chunky. Yeah, it's interesting, really interesting to see what they've done with this. We will have to do a actual interview and follow-up video going more in depth into this. We'll get an actual word from them rather than my crazy tour. But those are new sim rigs on display from Corsair. Corsair doing everything here. We've got the Elgato, we've got sim rigs. Will they take over Fanatec? Who knows what's going on? It's all confusing. It's all up in the air. They actually have the Fanatec products on display here. Look, we've got the QR2, the podium, the Formula Rim. So it's a little bit awkward, guys. It's a little bit awkward with the they are displaying. It could be a Fanatec booth, a Corsair Fanatec booth. This year, what's going on with Fanatec has really been an interesting year. We'll call it interesting. I don't think it's what anyone expected, and it looks like Corsair feel like they're in charge of things. We'll have to wait and see. But at that. Look at the Corsair cameraman, dedicated. Awesome. So yeah, we'll do a proper video of this. So check out the channel for that if you want to get a bit of a more in-depth view from one of the, we'll actually interview someone at Corsair rather than me blathering on like a moron. But that is really nice to see. Look at the size of this booth as well. I mean, Corsair, absolutely huge booth. Because, I mean, it's a, goes all the way from the left there to the right, and then the racing division takes up a sort of a 10% to the booth. I think in future years, this needs to take up, it's Mario and Mario. This booth needs to take up, the sim racing part of it needs to be 90% of the Corsair booth, you know. But next year we'll come back and we'll evaluate how much it's grown. So that is that side of this alley. Let's continue. I'm gonna slightly deviate from our strategy. Some super special edition the gold-plated Wii here, with the gold-plated controller. Very nice to see. The Queen's Wii. We have a Need for Speed remote control. Hang on. Is it a PlayStation 1 built into a car? I've never seen this before. A PlayStation 2 built into a car body. That's pretty cool. We need more of that. So PlayStation 2 Need for Speed Most Wanted console. Made by Spirit Players, especially for Electronic Arts to promote the game at a games convention in Leipzig. Bundled with 2 controllers and 2 keys for the car. The keys are actually to turn the console on. That is pretty cool. We need more stuff like that. That's awesome. We have a Nintendo World Championship edition of the game. This is the really early esports, and a Nintendo World Championship trophy. What, they need a golden joystick, really. That's the only esports that ever mattered. There's YouTube videos of the Nintendo World Championship if you want to watch that. It's as bad as you would think it is, but it's actually fantastic. It's terribly good. Here we have some kinky furry controllers for the Xbox Series S Sonic 2 console. I mean, this is a bit boring, and a GameCube boring. Nintendo Space World, absolutely boring. Go back to this. I think out of the consoles, the PS2 car, that's where it's at. That's build consoles into little cars. We need more of that. Excuse me, can you quickly, in 30 seconds, explain what you're doing here?
In English?
Yeah.
That's a catastrophe. My man in English is this man. My English is so bad.
That's all right, my German's worse. In 30 seconds, can you explain what you're doing here?
We are producer of the SimRacing here. Our name is Endgame Tech. We are located in Felbert in Germany. And yeah, what do you know? We want to give people experience in sim racing.
Okay, so it's you sell your own T-slot sim rigs and solutions, and you also do with the wheelbases and the wheel rims.
Correct. Our producement are the sim rigs and the wheelbases and the wheels and the pedals are from our partnership with the Magic.
Awesome, thank you very much for that, and using a set of Corsa Competizione on these.
Correct.
And AC1 as well, over there, I think. Yeah, awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you very much, take care.
Nice day.
Endgame Tech.
Endgame Tech.
The end of Game Tech. You are the end of Game Tech.
We want to be the end for every customer.
Hang on, so do you know Game Tech UK, the YouTuber?
No.
No. End of Game Tech UK. Game Tech, you have found your nemesis here. End of Game Tech. Awesome. Thank you very much. Right. Oh dear, end of Game Tech, end of Game Tech UK. Check out Game Tech UK's channel, guys, if you haven't. We've got some cars set up here with them tuning, tweaking, and fiddling, screwing, washing, wiping. They do it all. It's a serious hobby, remote control car racing, and it's actually a very pricey hobby as well. Again, if you thought sim racing and dance mats and pinball machines are expensive, these aren't cheap. But look at this though, it's absolutely awesome. We've got a 3-way tandem drift going on. I mean, if you've got a tennis court in your house or a good yard, look at this, here they come. Whoa, look at the angle, look at it. Absolutely beautiful lines. Oh, it's like Assetto Corsa in real life. Oh, he's going to hit the wall. Oh, in real life, that would be in the back of his car off. Absolutely fantastic. Should we have one more pass of them? The blue car's jumping it over there. Can they get a 4 wide? The tension's killing me. We've got a car moving down here. Whoop, let's try and catch these. There you go, phenomenal filming, phenomenal driving, absolute Gamescom drift action. I do actually think that's really cool. I could be a nerd for that kind of stuff. You're going to show the footage. Can you recreate the incident for us? No,
I can recreate it.
You have to be safe. Okay, so we were going along here, and I noticed this time which is driving. Anything could happen. A car could reverse. A child could come out of nowhere. A T-Rex. Germany is an incredibly dangerous country. A plane could just crash into you. You know what's happening. You know. Look, you knew that. She was reacting. The car did not pay attention. Typical German driver. Just reverses straight into you.
It's safe for safety driving and safety for reaction time.
Thank you very much. Dankeschön. Right, there we go. We're learning safety in Germany. The roads in Germany are some of the most dangerous in the world. If you thought Italy was dangerous, watch out. Germans are out of control. It's okay. They didn't want to be on camera. Hang on. Check this out, guys. We have some secret sim rig stuff here. We've got the Tech rig in the corner. With some Fanatec inverted pedals. They've gone really advanced, but they're not using it. They've just hidden it in the corner. We have a Thrustmaster rig over there as well. And yeah, they're just all like driver training stuff, driver awareness. We've got a miniature super hang-on machine here. He's hanging on for his life. It's not quite the same as playing it from when you were playing it back in the day on the big plastic bikes that they would have, but it's nice to see the miniature machine. I've not really seen one of them before. An American cruiser. Oh, this is awesome. They've got the little the laptop holder. So this is the Aerosoft stand. I think it can often be said that the American police forces have a rather two-dimensional personality. I'm sorry, guys, that was terrible. But look at this. Hello. Look inside the police cruiser there, and we've got a minion who's committed a crime and is on his way to the slammer. So they're showing off this highway police simulator game here. This will teach children not to break the law, or teach them how to break the law and get away with it. I'm not sure. Are you here with this game?
Yeah.
Can you give me 30-second quick rundown of the game?
All right. So you're you're with the police in America. In this small demo, you are supposed to drive to an accident site and investigate what happened, who did it, and just talk to the people, make photos, and connect everything and just quickly.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So that's Highway Police Simulator. Thank you. And we've got the flag on the back of the car as well. That's pretty cool. We got some more people dressed in Californian Highway Police uniforms. Hello. So test your American accent.
I have no American accent because I'm German.
But you're in a California Highway Patrol uniform.
Yeah.
Can you give us an attempt at an American accent?
We do not have an American accent.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Thank you. It's all right. It's okay. Yeah, it was a German-American policeman. Obviously, here we have a fantastic bus simulator set up. Absolutely hardcore bus dash on that. We've got a passenger that's looking confused. They're lost on the bus service, working out where to go. This game is called cryptically The Bus. Actually, it's quite interesting though. Do you remember Omnibus Simulator, guys? It's one of the really early video on our channel of that. I wonder if they've got a bit more accessible because Omnibus was absolutely crazy. Here we have Subway Sim 2, and we've got a nice controller mounted here that allows you to dead man handle it and get the most out of a subway train. Authentic subway driving. This is for Paul Smith. Go and check out Smileable on Twitch, guys. We have some more Fernbus. This is Truck and Logistics Simulator, and some street. Oh, the signposts have gone down. He's out of control. Oh dear, typical bus driver here. Beautiful driving. We've got the handle on the controller as well. These are Aerosoft specific controllers. Look at that, straight into the lamppost. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So yeah, Aerosoft with the display here showing us some super niche simulator action. Heavy cargo truck simulator, and that's with the PlayStation, with the Logitech G29 on that, a G293. Who is this? Who is this guy? Oh, yeah. Hello, we're doing a walkthrough.
Oh my God! It's,
hang on.
You want the token?
Hang on.
Okay. Where are we?
We're like, here he is.
Yes.
Do you know what? I came over to this booth, we're doing a walkthrough, and I forgot this was the game that you were working on, and I was like,
everybody forgets.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
I forget as well. Sometimes.
How are you doing today? How are you finding it?
I'm doing great, and in about half an hour I'm going to be dead because adrenaline goes down, and that's it. But we're doing great.
Yeah, for those of you that are new to like Gamescom stuff, it goes from like 9 in the morning till 8. It's 9 to 8 p.m. I think.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm here like from 8 o'clock in the morning to whatever.
And it's a whole week long. And so if you're on a booth talking to people, you're going to be dead.
It's interesting. Yeah, for your mental health and your rest of health. Yeah.
Can you tell anybody anything in a secret about this, or where your expertise from your gaming history that everyone's aware of from our viewers, what you brought to this, or anything that stands out?
So, you want a serious answer?
Too serious. Well, we can have a mixture of both.
Serious. So my serious answer is like, it's a very long project. We're talking about an horizon of 5 years at least, and we have a very early alpha right now on Epic Games Store, which is free. But if you're into crypto, you can get a wallet. You don't have to put any money in it. Just zero, okay? You connect the wallet, you do laps, and you SimRacers know how to win, and we give you money for free. And I'm not joking. Money every day.
Is it free though?
It is free. It is
What's the real cost, Harris? What's the cost?
We don't pay marketing money. We give the money to rewards. That's
okay,
all.
fair enough.
We call it make money every day.
Awesome.
Now, if you really want to invest, there is reasons and there is modes. But let's keep that out of the way for now.
And the guy we were talking to earlier says that at the moment this is like a driving part of the game, but the idea is to expand it across like a whole load of stuff, first person movement.
I'll give you a very simplistic explanation of what it's going to be. Where are we?
Are we good?
Okay, we're good. So think about it like GTA in a futuristic city, but you're playing the good guys. And the bad guys are coming in the city and trying to create havoc, and you're trying to, to defend the city. and it's going to be a massive open world. What you see right now, it's a small island. The city is like 20 times bigger, and it's all with nanite technology on Unreal Engine. And you have vehicles, and when you have vehicles, what you're going to do? Race a little bit, but also transportation. You're going to have also mining, exploration, and of course, couple next. I think the next month or 2 months away, we're releasing the shooter as well. And by the end of the year or early next year, we're gonna open up, and you're gonna jump out of your car and start walking around, and start doing things. It's a massive work in progress. We know that many people might not like it right away because it's very limited, but the whole plan is do the development as you see it. So that's not good. All right, iteration, next month, new update, every month, another update, and just keep on going.
So, sounds good. Thank you for that deep dive there into the game. I've got a question. So,
oh my God,
this is a question going back in time.
Here it comes.
Do you remember back in the 2000s? Right. Do you remember?
Oh my God, how old I am.
So old. Do you remember Midtown Madness?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Course.
Exactly. Of course it does. There we go.
Who
Right.
doesn't?
This is we understand now. We're on the same page.
Exactly.
We're back in the era that we remember.
Yeah.
This game at the moment, it's like pure racing that's taking place.
Kinda, yes.
But will it have like a cops and robbers mode and that kind of, that's you got someone that you got to arrest or something, or someone's got to get something, then you got to find them. And
absolutely. I mean, here's what we did right now. We start from the absolute basics. You hop in the car, you do a couple of laps with a couple of friends, and that's it. Done. All right. And it's fun because of that. I know that hardcore sim racers go on at least 24 hours racing. Hardcore, all alone, whatever. It's not this right now. Right now it's instant fun for a short period of time. Come back again tomorrow, and that's it. But when you have such a massive city, and when you're gonna have such a massive multiplayer environment, what you gonna do? You're gonna do anything. Missions. Go there, pick that items from me. Bring back the tofu. Do some drifting.
bring back the tofu.
Avoid the cops. Whatever. Yeah. Everything's gonna happen. And the most important thing is that. So this is something I'm quite excited about. I know people, the cryptoverse and the blockchains and all that stuff, but the blockchain does permit us to create DAOs. DAOs are decentralized organizations. And so imagine that people get into an organization and they vote for what gameplay they want to do. And they vote for the stewards, and they vote for, for the rules, and whatever the vote passes, we have to do it. That's how it works.
Yeah. Actually, it's quite interesting with the blockchain stuff and all that kind of stuff.
It's complex.
There's a lot of confusion about it. A lot of people don't realise that Steam Workshop is using blockchain.
Exactly.
And so they automatically assume, it's a crypto scam or something like that.
Okay,
it doesn't have to be. It depends how it's used. It's just a technology.
Exactly.
So this company, Aris is involved with it, so it's definitely evil. But they could do evil or they could do good. It just depends how they use the technology.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just to make that clear for people that maybe are confused.
It's absolutely true, and I know there's a lot of confusion, and one of the things that we should do is make it simple for people to understand.
Yeah.
So if we're not making that, then we're failing. So that's absolutely true. But I will tell you one thing. You remember when Assetto Corsa 1, ended up on Steam?
Yeah.
I was fighting on the forums together with the rest of the Assetto Corsa team because everybody was like, I will never buy a credit card, let alone register in a scam website to buy your beep game.
Yeah.
And that was 15 years ago.
Oh God, we're old.
Here we are now again.
It's normal.
We are now again.
It is,
So, things change, evolution comes, we're getting older, probably stupider, and that's what we do.
Fantastic to see you here.
Fantastic as well.
Fantastic to see this booth. I will catch you back in a bit when we finish doing this tour of here. We've been doing a tour of everything.
Meet each other in SimRacing Expo.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We'll see you there. Well, there you go, guys. Confirmation.
Yeah.
Aris will be at SimRacing Expo as well.
Probably.
Definitely will. He's got no choice.
Not with everyone. We're going to be alone because 10 years of SimRacing Expo, I cannot miss it.
Okay. Right. Okay, awesome. Really nice to chat with you. Looking forward to see what happens with this. We will jump on it at some point. Now, I mean, if Aris is involved, guys, you just have to give it a go. You have a choice.
Let's wait a year, and I'll let you know, guys. For sure.
wait a year. Okay, nice to chat with you. I'll see you around in a bit.
Absolutely.
Right, there you go, guys. That is the Wider Wheel Tour, and a surprise. Oh, look at those dance moves.